Good afternoon and welcome to St James's Park for Newcastle United against Manchester City. And today we've already seen some shocks over at Ellen Road. Leeds United, of course, dispatched Chelsea very easily, 3-0. So the other score today as well is that West Ham continue their poor form at the moment. They've lost 2-0 at home today to Brighton and Hove Albion. Excuse me. Back to today's game. Um, today's game has got a long history going back over 100 years. And the record between the two teams is this. Newcastle have 72 wins. Manchester City have 74 wins. And the teams have shared 40 draws. Let's take a look at the two starting lineups, and we're going to start with Newcastle United that are managed by Eddie Howe. Now, no changes from the draw against Brighton last week. Nick Pope in goal, Kieran Trippier, the captain, Sven Botman, Fabian Schär, and Dan Burn make up the defence. And the midfield consists of Joel Linton, Bruno Guimaraes, and Joe Willock, with the front line being Alan St. Maximum, Callum Wilson, and Miguel Almiron. The starting lineup for Manchester City is as follows. They're managed by Pep Guardiola. Ederson in goal. At the back, Kyle Walker, John Stones, Nathan Ake, and João Cancelo. In the midfield, Ilkay Gundogan, the captain, Rodri and Kevin De Bruyne, with Bernardo Silva, Phil Foden, just behind the dangerous Erling Haaland. There was two changes from Manchester City's 4-0 victory over Bournemouth. John Stones came in for Ruben Diaz and Bernardo Silva in for Riyad Mahrez. Interesting fact about today's game. Although the record between the two teams have been so close over 100 years, in the last 5 games, Manchester City have outscored Newcastle United by 20 goals to 3. Should Newcastle United keep a clean sheet today, as hard as that might be for them, given who they're facing, it has to be said that Nick Pope would break a Newcastle record. It would be the first time that a Newcastle goalkeeper has kept the clean sheets in the first 3 games of the season. Let's look at the substitutes. And starting with Newcastle, Martin Dubravka is the goalkeeper, Jamal Lascelles, Emil Kraft, Matt Ritchie, Ryan Fraser, Jacob Murphy, Elliot Anderson, Sean Longstaff, and Chris Wood. For Manchester City, it is Stefan Ortega. He was brought on a free from Arminia Bielefeld. Ruben Diaz, Luca Mbeti, Rico Lewis, Calvin Phillips, Sergio Gomez, who was recently purchased for 11 million from Anderlecht, yet to make his debut. Cole Palmer is the other substitute as well. The two teams now just kind of in a huddle at the moment. And our referees today, excuse me, I'm so sorry. Our referees today is Jared Gillett. His assistants are Lee Betts, Ian Husson, Tony Harrington's on 4th official duty, and Peter Banks and Mark Perry are in VAR. Both teams in their traditional jerseys today. Manchester City get us underway, attacking the goal to our right in the blue jerseys, white shorts and blue socks. Newcastle, of course, the home team, are in their famous black and white stripes, black shorts and black socks. And already Newcastle are starting to push on early. Here's Joel Linton. Joel Linton now just cuts across the middle of the park. He's surrounded by 3 Manchester City players. The ball is over on the far side, and it's Almiron who attempts to get the cross in. Looks like it takes a deflection. Nathan Ake tries to save the corner, but is not successful. And it will be the first corner of the day to Newcastle United. And we are inside 1 minute here. Well, This is a great opportunity for Newcastle. If they could be the second team to cause an upset today, it may well outdo the 3-0 win by Leeds earlier on. That will make one of my colleagues, Russ, very, very proud indeed. And the ball whipped in there, and it's just collected just under the crossbar by Ederson. And early pressure by Newcastle United. They certainly are not going to sit back against Manchester City and invite pressure. Here is Rodri now. And the ball is back. It's Cancelo. And it's back to Aki. At halfway inside his own half. Nathan Aki. And he plays the ball to John Stones. City, of course, we know they always build up from the back. They're a very patient team. They certainly don't panic. Here's Rodri now. And he plays it outside to Bernardo Silva, just out by the touchline. Goes back to Rodri and back to Nathan Aki. And Nathan Aki just tries to find Kevin De Bruyne, who barely keeps it in play. Cancelo. Back to Aki. Cancelo again. And Cancelo now. Plays the ball long. He was looking for perhaps Haaland to run through on that, but Haaland did not read that. Goes all the way through to Nick Pope in the Newcastle goal. Gets his first early touch on the ball. And here is Byrne. He clears the ball forward. And Newcastle attempting to just get the ball here off Rodri. But Rodri plays it on now. And here's Haaland. He's inside the penalty area. And he gives the ball there to Silva. Cancelo. Back to Foden. Long range shot there by Rodri, but it's just over the crossbar. Well, the first attempt on the goal for Manchester City on Newcastle's goal. It was just over the crossbar. Nick Pope did not look too troubled by that. And it will be a goal kick. 3 minutes gone. Newcastle 0, Manchester City 0. You're listening to me, Paul James, in this delayed coverage from St James's Park. Newcastle 0, Manchester City 0. We'll go through some of the other scores today in a little while and the Premier League results from yesterday when we get a break in play. But that's cleared downfield by Ederson, and it's picked up at the back by Botman. Botman clears the ball. One in midfield by St Maximin, but in fact, the referee's whistle has blown and appears to be a free kick to Manchester City. There's Eddie Howe. Looks little perplexed as City now will attempt to maintain possession. This is what they do. They keep possession for long periods of the game. They build up slowly from the back and they patiently break teams down. They're a very methodical and organised side. And frankly, when I look at Manchester City, I see a team that's going to dominate the Premier League for a long time. Now then, here's Bernardo Silva. Long ball over onto the far side. Sorry, that ball was to Bernardo Silva. Here's Bernardo Silva. And he's just about 20 yards out. Crosses the ball in. Oh, here's a real chance and a goal! And it's Ilkay Gundogan! Oh, that was poor marking by Newcastle United. Well, there goes the record. But and it took under 5 minutes to do it. Well, the ball was played into Gundogan. It was too easy for him. And the ball was played in by Bernardo Silva. And this is the trouble when you're dealing with Manchester City. You can't afford to give their forwards, you can't afford to give their players space in the box. There was no closing Bernardo Silva down. It was crossed and he was definitely onside. Ilkay Gundogan was there, 8 yards out. It was just too easy. And he's able to put it past Nick Pope with ease. And Manchester City take an early lead here at St James's Park with some pretty sloppy defending. He brought it down very, very well. It was an excellent first touch by Gundogan. and there was nobody even close to marking him, and 8 yards out. So Newcastle are behind, and that's not a goal that Eddie Howe will appreciate giving away. And we'll get the game back underway here at St James's Park. It's Newcastle 0, Manchester City 1. If you're joining us just a wee bit late, it's delayed coverage, so feel free to go back and play it from the beginning if you wish. And here is Ilkay Gundogan. Gundogan plays it in field. Here's Haaland. Haaland over on the far side to Phil Foden. Foden plays the ball long over on the far side looking for Bernardo Silva. He just knocks it back to Rodri. And back to Walker. And here is Aki. Aki gives it to Rodri. He sprays it out on the far side looking for Foden. Not able to find him. Goes back to Nathan Aki. And it's Newcastle 0, Manchester City 1. You are listening to alternative commentary on the Commentary Hub YouTube channel. Today's Player of the Match sponsor is sponsored by Commentary Services, and Commentary Services would like to thank our broadcasting partners for this season, JDAC Football, JB Sports and Storm FM. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Commentary Live 1. You can like our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Commentary Hub. And Commentary Services would like to thank our broadcasting partners for this season. Melon, visit their website, www.melanapp.com. And Guimaraes has gone into the book for a foul. And he just went in a little late there on De Bruyne. And he didn't really attempt to win the ball here. He just cut across him and took him out rather cynically. So our first yellow card has gone to Guimaraes, the Brazilian midfielder for Newcastle. And this is not a good start for him, as now he has to be very careful. And Rodri to Cancella. And here's Nathan Aki. And Rodri again. Infield to Kevin De Bruyne. And Cancelo. And out on the far side here is Foden. And it's cut inside to Gundogan. Gundogan, the goal scorer, is just dispossessed that time by Dan Burns. And but City do win the ball back. It's Foden again. Under a bit of pressure there from Willock, but he's still able to keep possession. And Walker, he's got the ball back now. And here's Ake. Ake plays it infield to Gundogan. Gundogan out on the far side to Foden. Foden cuts inside, tries to get a shot away. That's a good block by Kieran Trippier. And it just bounces back to Miguel Almiron, who clears it now, and it's picked up in midfield by Wilson. And Joel Linton plays the ball out on the far side to Alan St-Maximin. Break is on now for Newcastle United. What can St-Maximin do? He just cuts it back and gives it to Burns, who's up there with him. And he gives it to Willock. And Willock gives the ball away, and Bernardo Silva wins it. And breaking away now is Erling Haaland under pressure. And here's De Bruyne. He's inside now. The Manchester City defence. Chance for De Bruyne. Oh, it's a poor finish, but a good save also by Nick Pope. He tried to go through Nick Pope's legs, but that was a good save. Wasn't the best of strikes from De Bruyne. And now, on the other hand, Newcastle are breaking forward. And it's just cleared up at the back by John Stones. And Manchester City have the ball back. End-to-end action here at St James's Park. Here's Foden. And he's just slowed the game right down. And here's Ilkay Gundogan, Rodri. And all of a sudden, Manchester City has slowed it down to walking pace. This is another thing that Manchester City are so good at, controlling the tempo of the game. They can move from 0 to 60 in a matter of seconds and back again. And here's Rodri. And it's Foden again now. Foden. He's found Gundogan, the goal scorer. Gundogan, oh, he just miscontrols it and the ball goes out of play. And the City captain shows his frustration there. And it will be a goal kick to Newcastle. Well, you could see the strength there of Erling Haaland in that replay was definitely being fouled by Joe Willock. But he just shrugged off Joe Willock. It's just one of the strengths that Erling Haaland brings to the table, and it's so important to have that kind of strength as a striker in the Premier League because it is a physical league. Here's Foden. Foden, was he fouled there? Jared Gillett says yes. It's another one by Guimaraes. He has to be very careful. And it'll be a free kick to Manchester City midway inside the Newcastle half. 12 minutes gone here. Newcastle 0, Manchester City 1. Hardly any surprise, but you have to say this is... I wasn't expecting such a disappointing goal from Newcastle to concede, if I'm being honest. De Bruyne is over this free kick now. Phil Foden over it as well. Haaland just lingering in an offside position in the D. It's going to be Foden that swings it in and just headed away by Burns, but just not far enough, really. City have the ball back. Trippier just knocks the ball on. And now an opportunity for St. Maximin, who's on the other side of the field now. St. Maximin tried to play in Wilson there. He wasn't successful. And here's here is Gundogan, and he gives the ball to Foden, and Foden gives it to De Bruyne. De Bruyne back to Foden, edge of the penalty area, gives it to Gundogan. He gets the cross in. Oh, and Haaland just missed it. And again, he had an opportunity there to really connect with that. And here is Joe Willock now racing away for Manchester City. He's got Wilson, and over on the far side is St. Maximin. Oh, good interception there by Nathan Ake. Good work. Just blocked the pass to St. Maximin, who would have had an empty net. But actually, on top of that, the referee's assistant has his flag waved. We're just going to look at that again. It was, of course, Willock who was breaking out. The pass to, well, that's very tight. Well, it was very, very tight. The pass to Wilson that was considered offside, but I have to say that was very, very tight. And City now breaking forward, and this time a clear foul on Gundogan by Joel Linton. Well, that was very, very tight, the offside, but it was given by the linesman. And as Manchester City break out, Ilkay Gundogan is fouled by Joel Linton. Well, Ilkay Gundogan already stamping his authority on this game. Making runs, getting forward. This is what helped him get his goals last season. And he has been very effective for Manchester City. Well, we've got a free kick now. And it's, I want to say it's a good 40 yards out. And again, Kevin De Bruyne is over it. And once again, Haaland is in that offside position in the D on the edge of the penalty area. I'm just going to see how they're going to play this ball in. Probably similar to last time. De Bruyne just dinks the ball over the top. This time it's headed away by Joel Linton. Not very far though, but Newcastle have lost possession again. And De Bruyne picks the ball up. And he decides to just go back to Cancelo, who gives it to Rodri. Rodri just plays the ball to Gundogan. And on there by De Bruyne to Foden. Foden's got space for a shot. Good save by Nick Pope. Well, it was an awkward angle for Foden, but he got the shot in. Good save by Nick Pope. And now Joel Linton gives the ball to St. Maximin. One thing about Newcastle in this game I've noticed is they've been very quick on the break. And clearing up at the back for Manchester City is Kyle Walker. But he was deemed to have fouled Joel Linton. Or is he? In Joel Linton, actually, I think he's gone the other way. I think he's gone to against Joel Linton. Let's just have a look. He's played the ball across. I didn't seem to be... Kyle Walker's gone down very easily there. And Joel Linton looks very frustrated, and I can understand why. There really didn't appear to be a lot in that. Foden was kept onside there, and I think really by Botman, and he got the shot away. It was an awkward angle, but what a wonderful save by Nick Pope with his legs. It's one thing Nick Pope has always been good at is the saving with his legs. He did this countless times at Burnley, and so far he's made a couple of good saves in this first half. So Ilkay Gundogan's goal, 4 minutes in, is the difference, and he's going to be very proud of this because City now are able to go back to kind of taking their time with their build-up. But Newcastle also have been quite dangerous on the break. And here's Guimaraes. He plays the ball out on the far side again to Saint-Maximin. Saint-Maximin cuts inside, plays the ball across dangerously there. It just seemed to have escaped everyone right across the 6-yard box, and Phil Foden picks it up on the far side. And it's cleared away by Manchester City, but that's poor. And it comes to the edge of the box now. Joe Linton finds Saint-Maximin. Saint-Maximin, can he get a shot away? Plays the ball across. Oh, Guimaraes, what a chance. He blazes it over the crossbar. Not Guimaraes, actually. Almiron. He blazes the ball over the crossbar from 8 yards out. And that is Newcastle's best opportunity of this game. He just cuts inside. Saint-Maximin plays it across 8 yards out, and he blazes it over the crossbar. You won't get many chances like that against Manchester City. Oh, it was just blazed over the crossbar. And Manchester City at the moment are being caught on the break very easily. And there was a foul off the ball. I think there has been a yellow card issued to Cancelo. Yes, just to confirm that, there's been a yellow card issued to Cancelo. Obviously, there was a foul, and the referee played on has just gone back to that incident. So Cancelo joins Guimaraes in the referee's naughty book. And so Cancelo, just mark him down as a yellow card. And City now breaking forward with Haaland. Haaland dispossessed. But City do win the ball back. It's De Bruyne. Back to Haaland. Is he fouled there? The referee says yes. 20 yards out. And I can tell you there that Sven Botman is furious. I would like to have another look at that myself. Looks like Diaz is prepping himself to come on. We just wonder if there's an injury here. But Ruben Diaz is prepping himself to come on. But he's not going to do it yet. They've got this free kick 20 yards out. And this may well be, Nathan Ake's over it. It's Nathan Ake's just trying to jog an injury off. So he may come off. Kevin De Bruyne and Phil Foden are over this. You have to think De Bruyne, who is so dangerous with these free kicks anywhere across the penalty area, and he is over this now. And here is De Bruyne. Oh, what a wonderful save by Nick Pope. Oh, he got across to his right-hand side to make the save. But what an excellent free kick by Kevin De Bruyne. Anywhere around the penalty area, Kevin De Bruyne is so dangerous. But here's Joe Linton now again on the break. Gives it to Alan Saint-Maximin. Alan Saint-Maximin plays it in there with a shot for Almiron. It goes across the penalty area. And oh boy, he was looking for Wilson, but maybe he got caught in possibly shooting the ball as well. Probably caught in two minds there. But it just missed both the goal and Wilson. Well, Alan Saint-Maximin is proving to be very dangerous down this left-hand side. And he's catching Manchester City on the break frequently. And I think now the substitution is going to take place. And yes, Ruben Diaz has come on now for Nathan Ake, who is going off. One feels very sorry for him. He's looking very, very uncomfortable there. So Ake goes off, and coming on is Ruben Diaz. And he looks very dejected. And he's consoled by both Diaz and Pep Guardiola. One never likes to see a player get injured. in a competitive league like the Premier League, um, injuries can not just the recovery time, but getting back into the lineup can, of course, be a challenge, especially in a competitive squad like Manchester City's. I do feel sorry for Nathan Ake. Nobody ever wants to see a player get injured. 21 minutes gone. Newcastle 0, Manchester City 1. Throwing on on the far side, just inside the Manchester City half, and Haaland is eventually dispossessed, and the ball is just cleared down this near side. And here's St. Maximum again. He's able to find Guimaraes. Long ball over on the far side. And here is Almiron. Almiron cuts the ball across, and it's just headed away by John Stones. And here is Dan Burn. He gives it to Guimaraes. Guimaraes gives it ball back across to Dan Burn. Dan Burn gets a cross in. And again, it's just won back by Manchester City. Phil Foden just tries to clear it. Haaland tries to knock it on. Rodri battling that with Shah. And Newcastle now breaking forward again. And it's Wilson, but it's not. Again, City win the ball back. Good challenge that time by Stones. And it will go back to the goalkeeper. And Ederson now. And here is Rodri. And it's Walker. Walker just gives it back to Stones. Stones to Diaz, the substitute. And here's Rodri. Rodri, long ball over on the far side, looking for Bernardo Silva. That is knocked out of play by Botman, and will be a throw, and it's taken quickly. Bernardo Silva been quiet in this first half, not really been brought into it. Here's Stones. Stones just, that's cut out and intercepted excellently. And here is Almiron. Nice ball here to Wilson. St. Maximum with a shot. Good save by Ederson. The ball is still bouncing around on the penalty area. Almiron tries to get the shot away. And here's Willock. Guimaraes. And it's back now. And here is Botman. Botman gives it to Joel Linton. Burn. Linton. And Newcastle United are really giving it a go here. They're bringing in St. Maximum into the game, and he's just catching out Manchester City at every available opportunity. And they've had chances in this first half of Newcastle, but they just had the final ball just hasn't quite been there for them. But they have actually been quite impressive. They've not sat back on the edge of the 18-yard box looking for a draw. They really have tested Manchester City. Here's Guimaraes. St. Maximan. Guimaraes. Good ball out on the far side to Almiron. Ball played in, and it's just a little bit too far, and Wilson will not be able to catch that. And it will be a goal kick, and Newcastle United 0, Manchester City 1. You are listening to alternative commentary on the Commentary Hub YouTube channel. Today's Player of the Match sponsor on the Hub is sponsored by Commentary Services. Commentary Services would like to thank our broadcasting partners for this season, JDAC Football, JB Sports, and Storm FM. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Commentary Live 1. You can thank our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Commentary Hub. Commentary Services would like to thank our official streaming partner for this season, which is Melon. Visit their website, www.melonapp.com. And City with Rodri. Rodri gives the ball away now. And here is St. Maximum again. And he finds Wilson. He's got Almiron there with him. Wilson tries to get the shot away. And it takes a deflection off Diaz and goes behind for a corner. Well, there you go. Again, St. Maximum leading that break. Just cuts inside, plays the ball to Wilson. And this is how quick it's been happening for for Newcastle United. The shot was blocked on this occasion, but they are looking dangerous. There's still only one goal in this, and it's a corner. And Kieran Trippier is over this corner for Newcastle United. And the home team looking to get themselves back into this game. And it's outswung there, long and deep. Going up there is Botman. Chasing it down there is Bernardo Silva, but getting there first is St. Maximum. St. Maximum crossing the ball in, and they're claiming a handball. Callum Wilson is claiming a handball. In fact, he's furious about it. We'll just take a look at it again. Oh, yeah, no, that's not handball. That is not handball. VAR has already ruled it out. It actually came off the back of the head of Kevin De Bruyne, and it'll be a corner again to Newcastle United. And the cross comes in, and there's Burns with the header, and here's a chance! Oh, Wilson! Just inside the 6-yard box. He was not able to get a proper connection on it. And another opportunity passes by Newcastle United. But the header on by there, and he was falling back as he got the shot away. It was a bit unfortunate, really, for Wilson. He was off balance when he made the shot, but right inside the 6-yard box, he may well be kicking himself at that. Goal kick taken by Ederson. Here's St. Maximan. Newcastle now again applying more pressure. St. Maximan, so dangerous. Is he going to get the cross in? He does. And there's a chance, and it's 1-1! And they're saying he's put in with the hand, but it's Almiron who scores it, and the linesman's flag goes up. And he's going to look at that. VAR will look at it, of course. He's gone over to the linesman to find out why. The linesman's saying just wait and see what VAR has to say. But let's have a look at it again. I'd like to see that one more time. He certainly didn't put it in with his foot, that's for sure, but let's see. It just cuts inside. The cross comes in by St. Maximum. He's onside. There's no problem there. It looks a perfectly good goal to me. Let's have a look. They're looking at offside. They're looking at offside. It looks onside to me. And now we're just seeing that if there is a touch from... Well, this might count because there's no touch from Wilson. And it looks like that's going to be given. It's 1-1. And Almiron can now celebrate. It came off his knee. The cross came in. And it just came off his knee and rolled into the net. And Newcastle United are level. And their pressure in this first half has finally paid off. And Alan St. Maximum was once again involved. And he's been just about involved in everything in this game. The cross came into the box. It looked like it was knocked on initially by Callum Wilson, which is the reason why they thought it might be offside, but it didn't. And Almiron launched himself at it, and it actually came off the top of his leg. Yeah, almost on his thigh, but it just bounced off his leg and rolled past Ederson inside the 6-yard box. And Newcastle are level against Manchester City. And we have a game on here because this is Newcastle's only 4th goal in 5 meetings against Manchester City. Well, I have to say Newcastle deserve the equaliser. They really have. They've not sat back. They've attacked Manchester City, and they've brought themselves back into this game. And here is Walker. And now the game's back underway. 28 minutes gone. Newcastle United 1, Manchester City 1. And the ball is launched forward, and Foden is chasing it, but here's Nick Pope. His clearance was a bit wayward, but it's come back now to Burn. And it's nodded on by, 94% possession for Newcastle United in the last 5 minutes. And they're moving forward again now with Willock, who gives it to, guess who? St. Maximum. Back to Willock. Willock this time gets a cross in. Wilson with a chance. And he's just not able to get his shot on goal. It looks like it's skewed away from Wilson a little bit. But Newcastle are beginning to put a stamp of authority on this game. And this is not often you see when Manchester City are involved. 94% possession for Newcastle in the last 5 minutes. And now City are moving forward. Here's Phil Foden. Foden attempts to get the crossing, but that's a really good block by Guimaraes. And Guimaraes trying to encourage the Toon Army here at St James's Park. 31 minutes gone. It's Newcastle 1, Manchester City 1. And here's Kyle Walker. And here's Stones. And that's a long ball there by Diaz. Looking to bring in Bernardo Silva in the game, but that's comfortably dealt with at the back by Dan Burn. But you know what? Here is St Maximin again as he attempts to cause more trouble to this Manchester City defence. He was fouled that time. And the foul looks like it was Cancelo that time, who, by the way, has already been booked. Oh, no, that foul was by Rodri there that time with the foul. And again, no real attempt to win the ball. It's a free kick. It's almost exactly the same tackle that Guimaraes got his yellow card for. Again, consistency is often called into play. The ball is long with the free kick, but it goes all the way through to Ederson. And looking at the attempts on goal, there's 6 attempts each, 3 on target for Newcastle, 4 for Manchester City. So this has been a very even first half. I have to say that, well, City dominated the most of the early part of possession. Newcastle have been able to bring themselves more into the game, catching City on the break and having long periods of possession and assault on the Manchester City goal. And they deserve to be level here with the champions. And here's Stones. Stones gives it to Diaz. Diaz, good work by him. And the ball's out to Cancelo on the far side, looking for Foden with excellent ball with the outside of the boot. And that's a foul. And that is a free kick. And it's a yellow card. There's no question about it to Fabian Schär. We'll just take a look at that. Yes, he cut it across. It's a very, very poor tackle. And yellow card is the right decision for me. And be a free kick to Manchester City in a very dangerous position. 12 minutes to go till half time. Newcastle United 1, Manchester City 1. You're listening to Paul James on delayed coverage here at St James's Park of this Premier League match between Newcastle United and Manchester City. The free kick now is, well, it's just outside the penalty area, just on the side there. And Kevin De Bruyne is over this, and we all know what he can do. The referee just making sure everything's in order. Phil Foden's over it as well, so he may swing it. He may outswing it. But De Bruyne, I think, has got to be favourite here. De Bruyne plays it in, but it's just too close to Nick Pope. He might have caught that, Nick Pope, rather than punching it. But here is St Maximin, and it just goes out of play. Just wasn't able to get his foot over it properly. Alan St Maximin throwing to Manchester City. Here's Rodri, and he gives it back to John Stones. And City have the ball in their own half now. And just looking at Newcastle's transfer budget, despite the amount of money that they've got, they seemingly have an enormous amount. They've only spent 61 million pounds. Nick Pope was 10.3, Matt Targett 15.75, and Sven Botman was the most expensive at 35 million. City, of course, have spent almost twice as much as that. And the City now have the ball with Foden to De Bruyne. De Bruyne trying to find Foden back. It's blocked that time by Trippier. And here's Walker. Bernardo Silva now not being brought into the game quite as much here, but he's got the ball now. He gives the ball to Rodri. Back to Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne just flicks the ball in. He's looking for the goal scorer for Manchester City, which is Gundogan, but not able to find him. And over this one now is Kyle Walker. Back to Rodri, just on the halfway line. 10 minutes to go till half time. Newcastle United 1, Manchester City 1. Here's Foden. And here's Rodri. Played infield to Rodri. Foden, cross coming in. It's a poor one, but it bounces to Gundogan, and it's blocked again. Oh, that was an issue. Sven Botman there. He allowed it to bounce off his arm. No chance of a penalty, but he bounced off his arm and it bounced straight to Gundogan. But boy, did Sven Botman make up with an excellent block there, because that left Gundogan with a clear shot on goal. But great block by Botman. And here is Linton. Joel Linton plays it inside. Oh, real chance now for Almiron. Oh, it's blocked there. Oh, a great piece of defending by Cancelo. Well, Almiron got inside past the goalkeeper. Ederson came out, didn't make it. Almiron went round him and got the shot away, but Cancelo was there covering for Ederson's shortcoming. And again, Newcastle United, a real threat in this game. And here's Rodri as City now attempt to regain control. Foden gives it to Rodri. Rodri gives it to Kyle Walker. Walker, nice ball to De Bruyne. What can he do? Oh, he plays in Haaland! And Nick Pope comes out and makes the save. Very brave work by Nick Pope there. And he came out and blocked Haaland there. Good work. And Newcastle United are looking very, very strong here. They really are, it has to be said. And the ball is played long, and it's picked up again by guess who? Saint-Maximin. Saint-Maximin running at the Newcastle here. And here's Wilson. Wilson with a chance. It's 2-1. And Newcastle take the lead. And this, well, you have to say that the defending that Manchester City are doing in this first half is just not up to scratch. They were caught out on the break far too easily there. And Newcastle can celebrate a 2-1 lead 7 minutes before half-time. And it's Callum Wilson who is the goal scorer. Well, we're going to have a look at this. And it's again that man, Alan Saint-Maximin. It all seems to be starting through him. Saint-Maximin running again at that Manchester City defence. He plays the ball to Wilson, who touches it inside. And from, I'd say, about 12 yards out, it's a nice finish. Past Ederson and into the left-hand side of the goal, outside of the boot. It's actually a beautiful finish. Ederson just not able to get close enough, maybe just gets a hand to it, but Newcastle take the lead, and Eddie Howe is delighted, and Manchester City are looking very normal in this first half. And you have to wonder, this is what I've been talking about for a while with teams. A lot of teams are afraid of teams like Manchester City, and they sit back and they sit back. But here come Manchester City now, and it's played across, but it's it's cleared away by Botman. And into the centre circle, a foul, and the free kick is taken quickly by Newcastle. It's Burns. He's trying to find Saint-Maximin, but it's just a little bit too far ahead of him. And it's Ederson that picks up the ball. And this game is being played very, very quickly. And this is not to Manchester City's comfort at all. Playing the game at this speed and forcing City into errors is what is being happening in this first half. And here is Rodri. Rodri gives it to Walker. Again, City attempt to build up from the back, but going back to what I was saying earlier, a lot of teams will just sit on the edge of the box and just absorb pressure, hoping to maybe sneak a draw or maybe a one-goal victory. But, I've said this before, teams like City, they're all human. They're not machines. They're not supermen. They're all human, and attack that team and see if you can't create some problems. And that's what Newcastle have done in this first half, to their credit. And here is Walker. And the Newcastle United fans must be delighted with their team's performance in this first half. And here now is Foden. Foden gives it to Cancelo. And Foden just dinks the ball over the top looking for Haaland. But Pope has read that one. And he comes out to collect it. Well, 4 minutes to go till half time. It's Newcastle United 2, Manchester City 1. Well, with the recent record of these two teams, the last 5 games being so wide, 20 goals to 3 being the difference, really. This was always going to be a mammoth clash, a mammoth task for Newcastle. But my goodness me, have they taken it on. And they'll want to get to half-time with this leading tact. And so far, they've defended this lead admirably. And City are having some trouble here. Normally, the crisp passing of Manchester City is not there. Moves are breaking down on the edge of the penalty area and in midfield. And again, they've given the ball away. Foden wins it back, claims that there's a foul by Almiron. The referee agrees, and it's a free kick to Manchester City. And here is, now there's a break on for City, and it's Walker. Kyle Walker, edge of the box. What can he do with it? He just backheels it to De Bruyne, who just manages to knock it on to Bernardo Silva. What can Bernardo Silva do with it? Gives it to Rodri. Over on the far side is Cancelo. Cancelo to Gundogan. Gundogan got the ball on the edge of the box. Gives it to Rodri. Rodri may decide to shoot, and he does. And it's actually a comfortable save by Nick Pope on his left-hand side. And you have to wonder, we've got 2 minutes to go till half-time. You have to wonder whether perhaps Manchester City will be looking at a few substitutions at half-time. It's not in Pep's nature to panic, so we'll see. Nick Pope now clears the ball right-footed downfield. And it's just won initially by Rodri, and he finds Foden. Foden. Cancelo. Rodri. Walker in the centre circle. Rodri. And Foden. Oh, we're almost we're at that time now where we're going to be interested to see what Tony Harrington is going to add on, our 4th official. The game has flowed quite well, really. I can't imagine there being much more than about 2 minutes. And here is Gundogan now. Gundogan. Cancelo. And here is Foden again. Foden got some space here. Gives it to Rodri. Rodri's ball on the far side looking for Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva cuts in field. And looking for Cancelo, but he's dispossessed here. Sent Maximum again. Oh, he just pushed the ball a little bit too far in front of him, and Bernardo Silva gets the ball back. Oh, excellent challenge there. Excellent challenge by Willock. And they win the ball back with Joel Linton, and St. Maximum just attempts to take possession there from the pass from Joel Linton, but not able to. Diaz now has the ball. And here's Gundogan. Gundogan plays the ball through to Haaland, but it's just a little bit away from him, and it's picked up by Nick Pope. And we are at the 45-minute mark here. And so far, we haven't had anything indicating what the stoppage time is going to be. I think we may be getting that now. There's actually going to be 3 minutes stoppage time. So Tony Harrington determining that 3 minutes is a sufficient amount. Battle in the middle of the park there that's won by Manchester City, and it goes out of play and will be a throw-in to Newcastle. Just unable to keep it in play there was Kyle Walker. So we've got a throw in midway inside the Manchester City half. And City still have a 68 possession for the first half. This is normal for them. And 8 attempts each on goal in this first half. Dan Burn with a throw in now for Newcastle. He decides to go all the way back. And he gives it to Fabian Schär. The ball is cleared long, and Joel Linton is chasing it now for Walker. Walker gives away the corner. Walker under pressure there. He's had a difficult first half defensively, and his pass back to Ederson just didn't make it. And it's another corner to Newcastle. And City actually hadn't had a single corner. This is the fourth corner by by Newcastle in this first half. City have had none. That gives you some idea of the Newcastle, the way that they've played in this first half. And the corner now. And we're just trying to see who is over it. Yeah, it's Burn. The cross comes in and it's just punched away by Ederson. He gets a good thump on that. It's right up the way, almost to the halfway line. But it's won back by Newcastle and Joel Linton. They're claiming a foul there. But play will continue. Well, it's stopped. There's a head injury. That's why. Well, it's not even a head injury. Schär has gone down. Surely the referee the VAR will look at that, because that looked like a very unpleasant challenge by Stones. But we're going to take a look at that. It may have been a fair challenge. Let's have a look. Cross comes in by Almiron. Schär goes up for it. Well, it's difficult to say. That's not. Yeah, he just can't. That's difficult to say. Well, nothing has been given, perhaps because they felt that it was 50-50, but that's a tough one to call. I'm going to sit on the fence on that one. I know you want me to make a prediction, but I'm not going to say that's a penalty. But it's one of those ones. It's one of those ones that you really look at and you think, well, perhaps not. I would lean towards perhaps not on this. And here is Rodri now, and he gives the ball out on the far side to Bernardo Silva now. Bernardo Silva cuts inside, foul by Joe Linton. That's a free kick in a very dangerous position. He didn't need to do that. This is an obvious foul. I don't know what he's complaining at. That's an obvious foul, and one he really didn't need to make. And this is a potentially dangerous situation. Newcastle will not want to concede here. And it's almost level with the penalty area, just over the line there at the penalty area, but almost level. And De Bruyne swings it in, and that's a free header by Diaz, and it goes over the crossbar, and that's it for the first half. But what a chance to tie things up. And at half time, it is Newcastle 2, Manchester City 1. And this is the tale of it. Ilkay Gundogan on 5 minutes gave Manchester City the lead with a shot that was just about 7 yards out. He was completely unmarked, very poor defending. Newcastle equalised with Miguel Almiron on 28 minutes, knocking it in off his thigh almost. And then a beautiful pass by Alan St. Maximin played in Wilson, who turned inside the defender and struck the shot past Ederson on his left-hand side. So half-time here at St. James's Park, it is Newcastle United 2, Manchester City 1. You've been listening to the Commentary Hub. Welcome back to St James's Park. And it looks like City may be making some substitutions, or we certainly see their subs coming out first. So I'm just wondering if they're actually going to make any substitutions. But yes, welcome back, and you have to wonder at this point now what Newcastle United are going to do for an encore. They have now have the 2-1 lead. We're going to just see if there are any substitutions at the moment. We're just a sky view look there at this wonderful stadium, St James's Park. And the players now just sort of gathering at the centre circle. I'm just interested in this point now on if there is going to be substitutions. So far, City have only been made one, which was forced on them with Nathan Ake's injury, and Ruben Diaz came on, but we'll see if they're going to make anything else as of this time. Again, like I said earlier, this is not Pep's nature to panic, and in fact, there is no substitution starting with the second half. So the game will get back underway with Newcastle United attacking the goal to our right. Just quickly run through the sides for you. For Newcastle, Nick Pope in goal, Kieran Trippier, Sven Botman, Fabian Schär, Dan Burn, Miguel Almiron, Joe Willock, Bruno Guimaraes, Joe Linton, Callum Wilson, and Alan St Maximin. For Manchester City, Ederson in goal, Ruben Diaz now that was on for Nathan Ake, and also at the back there for City, Ruben Diaz, John Stones, Cancelo, Walker, Gundogan, Rodri, De Bruyne, Silva, Haaland and Foden make up the City team in this second half. Now then, City have possession of the ball. It's Haaland, Rodri now. And he gives the ball out on the far side to Cancelo to Rodri. City now will attempt to get, and they've been dispossessed almost by, again, Kyle Walker been dispossessed that time now, and here is Alan St Maximin again, and Kyle Walker surely there is attempted to climb on the back of St Maximin. What is he saying, oh my God, for? I mean, he literally tried to piggyback Alan St Maximin. It's a free kick. It started with the shove, and then he's trying to climb on top of him. Oh my goodness me! It'll be a free kick, of course, to Newcastle United. Don't know what he's complaining at. The free kick is almost level with the Manchester City penalty area. Just gives an idea how quick they've broken out. Um, as well, Newcastle, they dispossessed Kyle Walker just inside their own half. So quick at breaking out. They break out in numbers as well. And right now over this one, uh, just can't tell who's over it right now. Oh yes, it is the number 2 Kieran Trippier. Kyle Walker and Dan Burn are at each other. The referee's just going over to take care of that incident. And the free kick now will be coming in by Kieran Trippier. It's been a big delay on this, but here comes Trippier with a free kick now. Sloan Shin. Oh, the ball is bouncing around there. It came off the head of Wilson. Crowd immediately shouting for perhaps a penalty, but there was nothing in that. And here's St. Maximin again. And St. Maximin, the ball just drifted away from him, goes out to play for a throw in to Manchester City. And here is the ball just launched into the box there. And it's, yeah, there it bounced off the arm of the City number 7, Cancelo. However, I think it was definitely more accidental than anything else. Here is Cancelo. Cancelo plays the ball to De Bruyne. De Bruyne cuts inside, but he's been dispossessed by Joe Linton. And the ball, Dan Burns picked it up, but he knocks the ball off Bernardo Silva, and it will be a throw in to Newcastle United. Here's Joe Linton. And they go all the way back to Nick Pope, whose kicking is questionable there. The ball is won back by Alan St. Maximin. And the referee has called for a foul there on Shah by Gundogan. And it'll be a free kick. And the ball is launched long there. And looking for it down on this side is Almiron, but not able to find him. And City now have the ball. John Stones. Stones. And he goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, Edison. And Rodri there. That ball was nearly given away again. And now just down there is Guimaraes. The ball was passed. It was a 50-50 really. And there is not really much any of the two players could do about it. I don't really see it as being a dangerous sort of tackle. They were both 50-50. Both was entitled to go for it. But Guimaraes seems to have come out the worst of that exchange. Yeah. Just following through. To me, that seemed there was no ill intention in that. Guimaraes now just getting to his feet with the help of the physio. We've had 5 minutes in the second half. It's Newcastle United 2, Manchester City 1. Well, you are listening to the Commentary Hub on the Commentary Hub YouTube channel. And today's Player of the Match sponsor is sponsored on the Hub is sponsored by Commentary Services. Commentary Services would like to thank our broadcasting partners for this season, JDAC Football, JB Sports and Storm FM. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Commentary Live 1. You can also follow our Facebook page at facebook.com/the Commentary Hub. Commentary Services would like to thank our broadcasting partners for this season. Melon, visit their website, www.melonapp.com. And now City get the game back underway with Edison. He plays the ball out, and here is Diaz. Diaz plays into Haaland. Haaland now, first chance from that. Oh, Haaland strikes a post! Oh, it was Haaland's first real chance of the game. He cut inside to the penalty area, and this is how dangerous Erling Haaland can be. just beats two players there, curls it away from the goalkeeper, and it hits the foot of the post. Well, there was no chance really there for Botman. And now Alan St. Maximum on the break, and this time he's fouled by John Stones, and a yellow card coming for Stones. Well, Newcastle broke quickly from that incident, but Erling Haaland shot that hit the foot of the post. Newcastle broke quickly again with Alan St. Maximin at the helm, and he was fouled by John Stones. Definite yellow card in my mind. Mistimed tackle, and it'll be a free kick in a very dangerous position here for Newcastle United. I'd say it's about 20, 21 yards out. And there's a few players over this, including Kieran Trippier, Joe Willock. Trippier is over it. Guimaraes is over it. And it looks like it might be Trippier because this is very much Trippier. Also, Fabian Schär is over that. But this is very much Trippier territory. And, well, let's see what he's going to do with this one. And it's dinked in. Oh, I say! Oh, I say! That is magnificent! Kieran Trippier has added to Newcastle's lead. It's 3-1. And he just curled it into the top right-hand corner. Ederson, no chance with that one. And Newcastle 3, Manchester City 1. Oh boy, that is absolutely sensational. Well, Ederson, no chance with that. Look at this. He just curls it away from the goalkeeper into the top right-hand corner with pace and power. There's no goalkeeper getting anywhere near that. A superb free kick, and Eddie Howe celebrates because at 3-1 against the champions, this is really just what Newcastle needed. They were very much on the back foot in the last game against Brighton, relying on Nick Pope's brilliance to keep them in the game. But today, this is a different story. They are playing with pace, quality, and they are looking very much. In fact, at this point, it's hard to distinguish who the champions are and who they aren't. Well, long ball by Cancelo over on the far side to Bernardo Silva. City looking to reply right away. Ball comes across by De Bruyne, but getting there. Good piece of defending was Fabian Schär. And Bernardo Silva here. Let's just look at this again with 10 minutes gone in the second half. It plays it to De Bruyne. De Bruyne's ball across was into that sort of corridor of uncertainty, but Fabian Schär just gets his leg across and gives away a corner. And I believe it's Manchester City's first. And it's going to be swung in by De Bruyne. And it's flicked on. The ball's bouncing around and just cleared away there, but not far enough. De Bruyne's got the ball back. De Bruyne outside of the foot cross. Excellent cross in there. But also up there was Dan Burn. Now it's headed out again to the edge of the penalty area, and City still have it. And all of a sudden now, City are starting to put on the pressure themselves. Here's Cancelo. Cancelo plays the ball over on the far side. And it looks like Bernardo Silva's there, but he gives the ball away. And here's Willock. And forward to St. Maximum, who's breaking away now again. St. Maximum, they are scared to death of Alan St. Maximum, that City defence. And he is really controlling that. And Kyle Walker is having a torrid day at the back for Manchester City. And Alan St. Maximum has been key today. He has been the engine room in this Newcastle United team. And his performance has been outstanding. Here's Joel Linton. Well, City are unbeaten in the last 19 Premier League games, and they are now, that record is now under threat. And it's incredible that City would be in this position, but they are. And Newcastle United in just this one game have equalled the same amount of goals that they've scored in the last 5. And that's how good City are. Kyle Walker lost possession of the ball. He was looking for a pass there. It's a good tackle by Dan Burn, but it will be a throw into Manchester City. And the percentages now are a 78 win percent chance for Newcastle United. And the ball is played now forward. A good tackle there ahead of Phil Foden by Fabian Schär. Good work by him. Now it's picked up by Cancelo in his own half. He gives it to Gundogan. Gundogan intercepted there, though, by Willock. And here is Joe Willock. He's under pressure. He just plays the ball in field to Wilson. Joel Linton to the dangerous Alan St-Maximum. And he's running at Kyle Walker again. Alan St-Maximum cuts inside, gives it to Joel Linton. Joel Linton's pass to Willock just wasn't right. And it was intercepted easily by John Stones. But again, Alan St-Maximum is definitely enjoying today's game. He has had the beating of Walker all the way through this game. And here's Stones now for Manchester City. 58 minutes gone. It's Newcastle 3, Manchester City 1. And there's Cancelo. Diaz. And this score stays the same in the table. It will take Newcastle above Manchester City. And Newcastle have won the ball back again. And here's Wilson. Tries to find Almiron there, but the ball was wayward. And it's picked up by Cancelo. Gives it to Walker. And here is De Bruyne. Good ball by De Bruyne looking for Foden. Foden now. Let's see what he can do with it. Phil Foden gives it to Gundogan, who's already scored for City today. Gundogan to De Bruyne. Foden. Can Foden get the cross away? He's holding it up and he gives it to Gundogan. Gundogan to Cancelo. Back to Gundogan. And he tries to play the ball in, but it's intercepted by Fabian Schär and the ball goes out of play. And he's just clutching the back of his hamstring. He's limping a little bit. Seems okay, though. And Fabian Schär just giving away the corner. We're at the hour mark here. Newcastle United 3, Manchester City 1. Gundogan and Foden are over this corner. It's their second for Manchester City. And it's outswung by Foden. And there's a header! Oh! Haaland got the header in. And it comes to Gundogan. And the ball's bouncing around the penalty area. Fortunately, it goes out of play for a corner. Fortunately for Pope, that header by Haaland was right at him. The corner's taken quickly. Here's Bernardo Silva. Cross launched in by De Bruyne. And the ball's bouncing around there. Haaland! And it's a goal back. Erling Haaland on the hour mark. Newcastle United 3, Manchester City 2. And Haaland celebrates in front of the Newcastle United fans. And it's a goal back. And the corner was taken quickly. Bernardo Silva gave the ball to De Bruyne. De Bruyne just crossed it into the back post. And the ball was just not cleared properly, really, by, I want to say that was... that was Schär who didn't clear it properly and it just bounced to Haaland. And from about 6 yards, he just smashed the ball into the top corner and it is 3-2. And with half an hour to go, Newcastle are going to face some pressure now. Haaland, third goal of the season for him. And what a game we've got here. What a game we're being treated to. And certainly a privilege to commentate on this game and bring you this delayed coverage from St James's Park. And here's Rodri. And Trippier goes all the way back to Nick Pope. Cleared the ball downfield and Wilson just picks the ball up. And here's Almiron. Trippier Ball launched forward, and Willock, it's away from Willock, and it's right the way back to the goalkeeper. And the ball is in field now with De Bruyne. De Bruyne plays it through to Haaland. Haaland in now, chance for 3-3. Great save by Nick Pope. Oh, a wonderful save with his legs to preserve Newcastle's lead. De Bruyne's ball through was an excellent one, and the strength of Erling Haaland just held off the defenders, enabled that chance to be carved. But a wonderful save by Nick Pope. And you see this here. It's an excellent pass by De Bruyne just there. He just shrugs off the two defenders. He's in there now. Great save by Nick Pope. And how vital will that save prove to be? Good save by the goalkeeper there. And, well, Pep Guardiola holds his head. Can't believe it. You probably would have put your house on City equalising there, but not to be. And here is Alan St-Maximum again. Alan St-Maximum gives the ball to Wilson. Willock's cross is disappointing. It's headed away by Stones. And Foden tries to knock the ball on. Haaland knocks it on to De Bruyne. Oh, De Bruyne surely fouled there by Dan Burn, and it will be a free kick to Newcastle. To Manchester City. Taken quickly. Here's Rodri. Ball out on the far side to Walker and over to Bernardo Silva. What can he do with it? He's got Burn in front of him. Gives it to Rodri. De Bruyne. All through. Here's a chance for Bernardo Silva, and it's 3-3. And Bernardo Silva, just like that, ties this game up. Oh, in the blink of an eye, it's Newcastle United 3, Manchester City 3. Bernardo Silva, who's been relatively quiet throughout the whole game, gets one opportunity, and it's 3-3. Well, again, Kevin De Bruyne, his passing is just so sensational. Again, he gets the ball off Rodri, and the passing by such precise passing, plays it in between the two defenders, and that left Bernardo Silva one-on-one with Nick Pope, and he just tucked it away. Beautiful pass. Look at that. It was arrow accuracy. And he just tucked it past Nick Pope into the left-hand side. And, oh, that is superb by Kevin De Bruyne. And the pass there. And then the finish. And it is 3-3. And the Newcastle fans just cannot believe it. And they've given the ball away now. And here's Diaz. And Foden. And Gundogan to Cancelo. Foden now. City looking to take the lead. Just kicked out of play there. Intercepted by by Willock. And here is Rodri. 35 minutes left. 2 goals within 4 minutes has brought City level in this game. And the ball is long on the far side to Bernardo Silva. He picks it up. Bernardo Silva now. Hugging the touchline. There is De Bruyne with a shot. And it just whistles away from Nick Pope's right-hand post. And behind for a goal kick. And it's just incredible that just 2 goals in 4 minutes has undone all the hard work that Newcastle United have done in this game. And it's just incredibly hard to believe. But that is how good Manchester City were. And this is now a change in the win percentage. 13 times Newcastle were more likely to win it. Now it's 43% in Manchester City's favour. 13% in Newcastle's. And just an unofficial drinks break going on here. While that's going on, why don't I bring you the scores from today. Leeds United 3, Chelsea 0 at Ellen Road. Aronson, Rodrigo and Harrison were the goal scorers there. At the London Stadium, West Ham 0, Brighton and Hove Albion 2. McAllister and Trossard were the scorers there. And if we want to just maybe have a look at yesterday's Premier League scores, we will. Tottenham 1, Wolves 0, Crystal Palace 3, Aston Villa 1, Everton 1, Nottingham Forest 1, Fulham 3, Brentford 2, Leicester 1, Southampton 2, and Bournemouth 0, Arsenal 3. And we have got some changes coming up for Newcastle. And it looks like Chris Wood is coming on. And so is Sean Longstaff. We'll take a look at who's coming off in a moment. So Wood and Longstaff are coming on. And that'll be made at the next breaking play. Pope is now up and on his feet right now. And we'll take a look and see who's coming off when those changes are made. And here is Joe Linton now in the centre circle for Newcastle. He bounces it off Gundogan, who somehow keeps it in play. Chasing back is Trippier there, who goes all the way back to Nick Pope, who clears the ball downfield. And here is De Bruyne chasing that one, but it's won, in fact, by Dan Burns. And here is Diaz. Just waiting for the next breaking play. We should see Sean Longstaff and Chris Wood. They're down there waiting to come on as it stands. Here is Cancelo. Cancelo, long ball over on the far side to Bernardo Silva. Got a lot of space in front of him. The goal scorer, Silva, the third goal scorer, gives it to Walker. And here is, well, it's crossed in. It was attempted to be crossed in by De Bruyne. It goes off Burn and goes out of play for a throw-in. We're just going to take a look at the players that are now coming off. Wilson is coming off. So Callum Wilson is coming off. So Callum Wilson is coming off probably for Chris Wood. And Willock is the other player coming off as well. So what we've got here is Sean Longstaff coming on for Joe Willock and Chris Wood coming on for Callum Wilson. So those are the two changes, hoping now that Chris Wood can perhaps bring some added goal-scoring threat for the Magpies. Well, got a throw-in now for Manchester City. About 5 yards away from the corner flag. Taken quickly. 20 minutes left. Newcastle United 3, Manchester City 3. And here is Diaz now. Fouled there, surely. Free kick. Fouled by Longstaff, the substitute. And here is Rodri. Plays the ball to Foden. Foden into Haaland. Haaland tries to play the ball through, and here's Gundogan! Good save again by Nick Pope. Looks like he might have been offside anyway, but Gundogan was denied his second goal. Good save by Nick Pope. And it was a nice slip through by Haaland, but yes, Gundogan had just strayed into an offside position. Well, Nick Pope has made one or two good saves today. Has to be said that he's been really on his game today. Plays the ball long downfield. Chasing that one is Wood with the header, but the ball goes out of play. He was actually beaten to it by Stones. And Joe Linton. And picked up here by Longstaff. Longstaff plays the ball forward. Chasing it down is Wood. Wood, Diaz claims a handball, but Wood has still got it. Nothing from the referee given there. Almiron. Long ball over on the far side by Guimaraes. And here is Alan St. Maximum again, looking to cause more chaos. St. Maximum pulls it back. Oh, Joel Linton wasn't aware of it, but City still have possession. Almiron, not City, Newcastle still have possession. Almiron gives the ball there, looking for Trippier. And it's a good interception by Cancelo. Goes out of play for a throw-in. Almost level with the Manchester City corner flag. I'll say about 5 yards away, actually, if I'm being honest. 5 yards away from the Manchester City corner flag. And Trippier is now going to take the throw-in. I don't know if he's going to go for a long one. He has, of course, Chris Wood on now, the target man. And here's Guimaraes. And Cher there just tries to play the ball forward. Cher. Ball is played long, and Trippier is chasing that one, but Cancelo. Oh, Cancelo gives the ball away. Wood wants it back, and here's Almiron. And just nodded on by Guimaraes, and it's knocked on by Linton to St. Maximin. St. Maximin, is he fouled there? The referee says no. But he wins the ball back to St. Maximin. Cuts inside the penalty area. St. Maximin with a shot, but it's wide. Well, he cut inside. It was a good attempt, but he pulls his shot wide. And here's De Bruyne now for Manchester City as they attempt to go on the break. And that's a free kick for a foul on St. Maximin, surely. And they're surrounding the referee, and it's a red card. It's a red card. It looks like Kieran Trippier has been sent off. Well, let's have a look here. Well, VAR will look at it. He can't believe it. It wasn't a second yellow card, but I want to see that again. Well, it was high, but I think that's some. Yeah. Well, I suppose, having seen something similar in the Burnley v Blackpool game yesterday, I suppose one might argue that it's at least consistent. Perhaps that is a red card. Trippier still hasn't gone off. I guess the VAR are looking at it now. But it's high. It's almost on. It's on the knee. The referee's been asked now to look at it. This card may be reversed, but it's very high. It was very similar to the one I saw at the Burnley v Blackpool game yesterday, with Carey at Blackpool fouling Maatsen. But I can tell you that I don't see that is high. It's right on the knee. It's out of control, but how much contact does he really make? And that might be where the question is. I mean, it's close to the knee. He trips him for sure. I'm not saying he's diving, but it might. The fact that it could be overturned because he doesn't slam into the knee. He more trips him. And I think the referee is going to overturn this. Yeah. It's rescinded, and the red card is waved off, and Trippier gets a yellow instead. So with 15 minutes left, VAR overturns the red card. Looking at that I could actually agree with that decision because with the contact that was made was enough to trip the player up, but it wasn't dangerous in the sense that he didn't slam his foot into the knee. But to me, there it looks more like a trip. I think I would go say the referee's decision there is reasonable. And City now have the ball, and it's Walker. The Manchester City staff are not very pleased right now, but I think, in fairness, I think it's a reasonable decision. So now Manchester City have the ball. It's Rodri. 14 minutes left here, and City maintain possession with Diaz. You are listening to alternative commentary on the Commentary Hub YouTube channel. Today's Player of the Match sponsor on the Hub is sponsored by Commentary Services. Commentary Services would like to thank our broadcasting partners for this season, JDAC Football, JB Sports and Storm FM. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Commentary Live 1, and you can like our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Commentary Hub. And Commentary Services would like to thank our official streaming partners for this season, Melon. Visit their website, www.melonapp.com, and that's my obligations done for our sponsors and partners. And here is Cancelo. He plays the ball long. It's picked up by Foden. Foden now has got Bernardo Silva on the far side. Bernardo Silva cuts inside to De Bruyne. De Bruyne here's Gundogan. Gundogan, the ball's in there. It's bouncing around Haaland. And he inside the 6-yard box. What a chance by Haaland to get himself a second goal. And the ball bounces over the crossbar. Well, he might look on that as an opportunity. Well, you can Gundogan plays the ball in. The ball bounces around. And Haaland just gets his foot on it. But I think he just gets his foot underneath it. Let's have a look again here. Yes, just gets his foot underneath it and it goes over the crossbar. And you have to say for Haaland, that is more than a half chance. And it goes over the crossbar and will be a goal kick to Newcastle. Newcastle United 3, Manchester City 3 here at St James's Park with 12 minutes to go on this delayed coverage of this Premier League game. And City have had a rough ride this afternoon. And so we're looking at City have been much more dominant in the second half. 9 attempts on the goal in the second half. Only 2 for Newcastle United. And Newcastle now attempting to press now. They have the ball with Joel Linton. Give the ball. He's giving it to St Maximin. St Maximin cuts in field. St Maximin tries to get a shot away, but it's blocked by Rodri, and it goes out of play on the far side. St Maximin expressing his frustration. Well, and the ball is back with Nick Pope now. Nick Pope clears. And what a game today has been. It's been full of goals, excitement, and I get the feeling that the goals are not finished yet. And here's Trippier. Trippier plays in field to Longstaff. Longstaff tries to find Trippier again. The ball is away from him. Diaz has the ball now, and it's intercepted there by Fabian Schär. Trippier has gone down under the challenge from Diaz. He's up now, though. The home crowd don't like that very much. Here is Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne has got Bernardo Silva up there with him. De Bruyne. And here's Rodri. Gives it to Cancelo. Cancelo. Rodri back to Diaz. Diaz out on this side to Phil Foden. Chris Wood has even dropped to left back. Here, and the ball is played across there by Foden, and it's intercepted by Dan Burn. And then hacked away by Longstaff. And here is Diaz again as City move forward one more time. Here's Walker out on the far side to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva cuts inside, trying to get the cross away. He's surrounded by Burn at the moment. And it's played to Rodri. Rodri, the shot is blocked by Guimaraes. But City win the ball back with Kyle Walker. Rodri. And here is Cancelo. Cancelo to De Bruyne. Got space in front of him. De Bruyne looking for Haaland. Not able to find him. Here's Almiron. Almiron. Good tackle there by Diaz. And it's back now with De Bruyne. And here is Foden. Foden loses the ball there. Almiron to Joel Linton. Breaking forward now. And here is St Maximin. St Maximin waiting for support. He's got it now. He has options. Here's Guimaraes. Guimaraes overlapping on the far side is Longstaff. Tries to get the cross in, but good work by Cancelo. Blocks that and it goes wide for a corner to Newcastle United. Well, we've got another substitution coming on now for, just take a look and see who's coming on now. Almiron's going off. So it's going to be Almiron coming off. We're just going to take a look at who's coming on here. Looks like it's Jacob Murphy. We'll just see. I'll get you a definite answer in a moment once Almiron's goal there. And yes, it is Almiron off. And it does look like it is Joe Murphy on. So yes, Joe Murphy is on. Jacob Murphy rather is on right now, and Almiron has gone off just before this Newcastle corner. And so corner to be swung in long up there. The ball's bouncing around. There's an effort by for Botman, and he blazes it over the crossbar. And yes, he just blazes that over the crossbar. Opportunity there, really, though. He just was not able to control his shot. And with 7 minutes to go, it's Newcastle 3, Manchester City 3. Very soon I'm going to have to make my decision on my player of the match. I have a few names in mind, but here is Gundogan. Gundogan gives it to Foden. And here is Cancelo. Foden been pretty lively down this side, and here's Diaz. And there's Rodri, gives it to Stone. So far, only one change made by Manchester City. And here is Foden. I'm sure we'll see some changes for Manchester City soon enough. Of course, Newcastle have made 3. And the ball is played out now to Cancelo. Cancelo, this got a bit of space. Cancelo tries to play the ball in. It's bouncing around. Tried to get control of that was Gundogan. It was cleared away by Botman, but City have got the ball back, and they will proceed to launch another attack. And Byrne is putting Bernardo Silva under pressure, and the referee has determined illegally and will be a free kick to Manchester City. So Dan Byrne there, looks like he's had a cut on his face. He's got blood running down his face there. And here is Stones. As City again attempt to build up from the back. And here's Kyle Walker. And Walker again now. Just straying into the Newcastle half. He plays the ball long to Foden on the far side. Foden. And here is Cancelo. Back to Gundogan. Gundogan's got some space. Gives it to Foden. And Rodri just launches the ball in, just sneaking on the back post was Bernardo Silva there, looking to already add to his goal tally today. And now Newcastle will attempt to break away. And they've been fouled there. There was a foul, and it will be a free kick for the foul on Guimaraes. Newcastle 3, Manchester City 3. Well, there's perhaps been a tiresome Newcastle team now, but they are defending very well. They have played very well throughout this game, and if they get a point in this game today, I think that they'll have richly deserved it. 4 minutes left now. It's Newcastle 3, Manchester City 3. Pope takes this free kick and launches it forward. And here is Phil Foden now. Phil Foden chasing back. Dan Byrne covering. Oh, Byrne's pass back is very weak, but Pope is straight onto that by Nick Pope. Anticipated it very well. and he was out to clear it. And here's Gundogan now. Rodri. Kyle Walker. Played over onto the far side. And here's Bernardo Silva now. He's got some space in front of him. Oh, and it's just picked up there by Rodri. Almost lost it. Rodri gives it to Diaz. Rodri, and here's Foden. And here is Cancelo. City just patient build up here, just keeping possession. Rodri, Foden. Foden gives the ball away there, but wins it back quickly. Foden. De Bruyne. Wonderful pass by De Bruyne. And and Nick Pope came out. He won the ball. Chasing the ball through there was Gundogan. For a second, I thought that might be a penalty. Gundogan through, but actually Nick Pope won the ball comfortably there. There was no question that was there was no question of that being a penalty. That ball was won comfortably by Nick Pope legally, so no penalty there. And the ball now is played long, and chasing it is Murphy. Murphy goes down under the pressure. He's claiming a foul. The linesman says no. And Jacob Murphy was chasing that through, and I can tell you that it was not given. But here it's and City give the ball away again, and it's won now by Guimaraes, and it's now back with the goalkeeper Nick Pope, who clears it downfield. Time for me to name my player of the match, and my player of the match today, because of the significant impact that he's had for Newcastle United in the first half. He was really leading every attack. Today's player of the match, sponsored by Commentary Services, goes to Newcastle United's number 10, Alan Saint-Maximin. So he gets the player of the match today for me, and John Stones. And Saint-Maximin, the player of the match, wins the ball again, as City again give it away. Claims he was fouled. The referee says no. And here is Gundogan. Gundogan plays it in field to Foden. We're in the last minute. Foden, he's got some space in front of him. He shoots, and it looks like it took a deflection. And it goes. They're looking for maybe a corner. It did look like it took a deflection. And it is a corner, in fact, to Manchester City, which Phil Foden will take. We're just waiting to see what stoppage time will be added. There was a couple of injuries, one specifically to Nick Pope, of course. So we may have 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 5 with the VAR as well. And the corner, the referee has just blown his whistle. That's not going to count. It was put in by John Stones, but that's not going to count. The referee blows his whistle. Not happy at the moment, the referee there, and he just wants this to be retaken. So Phil Foden will get a second opportunity. And we're just waiting to see now what injury time will be added. Foden cleared out. Looks like I think it might actually be 5 minutes. And here's it, Bernardo Silva. It is 5 minutes. Bernardo Silva plays the ball in, and it's nodded behind by Chris Wood for a corner. So 5 minutes stoppage time for Manchester City to get a winner, or for Newcastle to get a winner. You never know. Newcastle have been breaking out really well. They've not been as effective in the second half. Corner comes in, and it's just nodded away there. And Guimaraes just trying to bring the ball down on the edge of the penalty area, and City win it back with Rodri. Rodri, long ball into the box. Foden knocks that down. Diaz tries to, well, he was caught between crossing and shooting, and Nick Pope will just pick that up fairly easily. And he's just going to take all the time in the world now, is Nick Pope. And he himself was a possible candidate for player of the match. He gets an honourable mention for some of the saves he's made today, especially the one on Haaland when he was one-on-one. That was the difference between the scores at the moment. And here's Alan Saint-Maximin now. Saint-Maximin It's by the corner flag. He's just holding it up at the moment. St. Maximin, was he tripped there? It looked to me like he was tripped there. There's been some questionable decisions by the referee today. It has to be said. That to me looked like a clear foul. Joe Linton now, surely he was being climbed upon. And again, the referee says no, and the Newcastle fans are furious. And here's Erling Haaland. And now the referee does give a free kick, but he gives it to Manchester City, and Joel Linton will go into the referee's notebook. And Chris Wood is inquiring about the earlier challengers, and rightly so, in my opinion. So at the moment, Dan Burn is down, and it's an opportunity to talk about, 30 years of Premier League history we have. It's the 30th anniversary of the Premier League this year. I just want to take the time, as in various other commentaries, some of my commentary hub commentators have done the same. I am going to tell you what my favourite Premier League moment was, and my favourite Premier League moment was Leicester City winning the championship. It's very easy to turn around and say that perhaps Burnley getting into Europe was a Premier League favourite, and it was indeed a big moment for me. But I have to say, when Leicester won the Premier League, that for me was when was a favourite moment for me, and it's one of the greatest sporting stories of all time. The 2015-2016 Leicester City Premier League winning team. It just took a section away from the narrative of the big six constantly getting all the success. It was a wonderful moment for Leicester, and certainly my favourite Premier League moment. So Dan Burn is now up on his feet, and he's off. He's just gone off now, but Newcastle were preparing a substitution, but it does look to me like Dan Burn is going to be okay. Yeah, yeah. Well, well, Dan Burn is walking around. Okay, so they're not sure what's going on here. Eddie Howe is unsure whether Dan Burn's coming off or not. It's rather remarkable, really. We've got a possible substitution, two more looking likely. Dan Burn looks like he's definitely coming off. So Dan Burn is coming off. Emil Kraft looks like he's coming on. So Emil Kraft coming on, and there is also okay. So Burn has gone off. Emil Kraft has come on. I don't think there's any other changes as of yet. Although it looks like they look like they had another one there, but it looks like he's putting his jacket back on. So we're now right at the end of the game, and obviously there's still going to be a couple of minutes added on because of Dan Burn's injury. And here is Diaz now for Manchester City as this game is being closed out now. Here is Rodri, who the Manchester City themselves only made the one substitution today. And here is Bernardo Silva. Rodri. I suspect we'll see 7 minutes in total. Cancelo plays the ball down onto the far side to Foden. Foden plays it infield now to Cancelo. Cancelo back to Foden. Foden, ball plays across. Here's a chance for Silva. Oh, it's blocked. Oh, what a wonderful block there. And now Alan St. Maximin has a chance now. Coming forward, what can he do with it? Alan St. Maximin. And he tries to play it infield. Oh, he misread Jacob Murphy's run. And now City can break out now. The ball is out on the far side to Bernardo Silva. Silva cuts in field. And now he gives the ball to Cancelo just outside the penalty area. Cancelo tries to feed the ball through to Gundogan. Didn't work out that way. Here's Foden. Newcastle defending for their lives. Foden, the cross coming in. And it's just headed out, but not far enough. Only as far as Walker. Walker clears the ball in, and it's crosses the ball in, and it's a comfortable save by Nick Pope. And Pep Guardiola and Manchester City may have to settle for a point at St James's Park today. And we have played almost 7 minutes now. And Eddie Howe urging his team on. And what a game of football it's been today. What a privilege it's been bringing it to you. And Nick Pope is just taking his time now, clears the ball downfield now, right-footed. Challenging up there is Murphy, but it's won comfortably by Diaz. And chasing this one is Bernardo Silva, hacked away by Emil Kraft. And then it's just nodded back to the goalkeeper by Kyle Walker, back to Ederson. Ederson now gives the ball to Diaz, and Newcastle fans imploring for the final whistle, but the referee keeps his whistle in his pocket. And here now is Stones. Stones out on the far side to Bernardo Silva. Silva launches the ball into the box. Nick Pope comes out and solid as ever, claims the ball, falls on the ball, and you have to think that is that. But he's kept he's just keeping a hold of the ball now, and he's just going to take his time as well. And that's it, full time. Jared Gillett blows his whistle, and it's Newcastle United 3, Manchester City 3. Boy, it could have been much worse for Pep Guardiola's men, but 2 goals in the space of 4 minutes from Erling Haaland and Bernardo Silva has earned Manchester City a draw out of this game. What a wonderful game of football this has been. I wish to just this is one of the best games I've had the pleasure of commentating on. And the final score here at St James's Park is Newcastle United 3, Manchester City 3. You've been listening to the Commentary Hub.